Hey there, and welcome to Large Format Friday. I'm your host, Matt Marrash. If this is the first time you're stopping by the channel, I don't know, Laura. I'm not feeling it today. Everything I try, it's just not, it's not coming out. I had the script, I had the research, I had everything, and it's just none of it has come together. And I get halfway through it, and it's just none of it's coming together. And I've mentioned this in the past, but whenever I'm feeling down, I try to get in the darkroom and print. As soon as I stop this recording here, I'm already aproned up. But before that happens, I did want to share another thing that kind of brings me up when I'm feeling down, and that is the feedback that I get from you. Yes, you watching. Whether that's in the form of comments, emails, DMs, Discord messages, you name it, I try to engage wherever you're coming for that. But one of the coolest things I have the privilege of receiving from you at home are physical letters and packages from viewers of the show. And that's at the LFF donations mailbox. I'm really glad I checked it this week. I got 4 really cool pieces of mail, and I want to go through those. But before I do want to remind everybody we have a little over a week left on the Ondu pinhole camera giveaway. If you want to get into large format photography in a spectacular way and have this really awesome handcrafted wooden camera, follow the link in the description below to sign up. There are some rules and restrictions. Make sure you're over 18. This is a worldwide contest, but just make sure you're eligible to receive a prize from somebody in the US, and you can sign up. And be sure to share this with folks that may be interested. Don't need to subscribe. I would love it if you did, but you just need to be interested in large format. So one of the first pieces of mail I received in the LFF inbox is this zine. And this is a concept zine. This is ground glass. This was shot, edited, and created by Mr. Eric Flynn. So Eric stopped in here, came all the way up from Georgia as part of his school program, and one of his assignments was to create a start-to-finish zine. And he did a really great job. This was a paper negative I shot of Eric. He did a full-fledged, few-page interview with me, shared some of my work and my process. He also interviewed Ben Rasmussen, who has some absolutely great work in here. Lots of really awesome color stuff, a lot of large format. He goes into all the differences in the film formats, which is pretty awesome, and has a little bit of an opinion take on the state of film photography and if you can still get film in those various sizes. So I was really thankful that Eric sent me a printed copy. I know we talked about it initially, but I'm so happy to see it here, a physical thing. It's always nice to hold a print, hold an actual object, and have been a part of it, even if it was just doing an interview or taking a picture. It's really cool. So Eric, thank you so much for sending this my way. Eric also sent me this really nice silver gelatin matte print, and on the back of it, it says, "Hey Matt, sorry it took so long to get around to mailing this to you. I can't believe it's been a year since we met up in Columbus. Can't thank you enough for taking the time to chat with me, and let me know if you're ever down in Georgia." Eric, thank you so much for this. It means a lot, and it just kind of puts a nice bow on the start to finish process that is interviewing, shooting, creating, and finishing out with the print. So thank you. I also got this fantastic thing in the mail. So this is OMS Zine 1. OMS, or One More Stop, is a Discord group of mostly film, but some digital photographers working in all sorts of process. I will say my presence on this Discord server over the past year and a half has skewed quite a few folks quickly from 35 to medium and now into large format. I feel like a complete junkie getting people in just for fun. So this first zine, coordinated by Mr. Graham Parsons. Graham, thank you so much for sending this copy. This is a legit zine that's so well done. The quality of the pages is strong, and it looks like we also have a little note. Graham's note reads, "Hey Matt, thank you for participating in my little zine. It's really cool to be working with such an influential voice in the film community. Happy shooting, Graham P." Graham, thank you so much, and great little drawing of the view camera there. I love it. One of my favorite things about this zine is it doesn't just talk about pretty pictures or themes or what camera it was taken on. It acknowledges the tech that goes into the pictures, but then it starts to break down the elements of visual art. So part A in here talks about our elements of visual analysis, including line and shape, value, form, space, texture and mass, color. And then we have our part B, which is those principles of visual analysis. Principles like balance, contrast. Hey, I've seen that picture before. Movement, emphasis, pattern, proportion, unity, and finally, a note on composition itself. Thanks to everybody in OMS that contributed to this zine, and Graham, thank you so much for bringing this all together and sending me a copy. It is beautifully made. I'm going to put links in the description below to check out a digital copy of this zine, as well as a link to the Discord community itself. If you're someone that has questions about film photography, likes to share their work, or just wants to see what other contemporaries are up to, Discord is a great messaging platform. Takes place on mobile as well as desktop, and it takes up very little space. You can run it in the background all the time. You can even live stream to folks on your different Discord servers, so check it out. So these last two packages were completely unexpected. Let's talk about these. This first one, I had no idea was coming, and arrived with this, this royal summons looking envelope here. Let's take a look. Oh wow, a completely handwritten letter. This is from Andrew Brookhausen. Andrew, you have amazing penmanship, by the way. I'll be brief on this one. Hey Matt, big fan of the channel. I've been watching since the beginning of LFF and listening to you on the FPP even longer. So it's really nice to watch your videos and be reminded that there are other people out there who feel the same raw excitement about giant negatives and wooden cameras. Several months ago, I designed this test strip maker and 3D printed it. Ooh, test strip maker. Let's take a look. Oh, this is pretty spicy. All right, so the rest of the note. Thanks again for not only making really entertaining content, but also continuously breathing life into the large format community. Your video on building a DIY exposure box sent me down an alt process rabbit hole. Before I knew it, I had built a UV box and contact printing frame myself, and now I'm making salt prints and calotypes in addition to silver gelatin prints. Analog photography has too many tangents to explore for me to ever get bored with it. Best, Andrew Brookhausen. Andrew, thank you so much for this. This is so cool. Andrew, thank you again for taking the time to write that letter, send this in, and I'm gonna test this out. I do tend to work with a lot larger stuff. I don't enlarge as much, but I'm gonna try to find a way to make this work, because this much effort, I have to reward it with giving it a chance. And last but not least, I had one package out of the 4 that I had to sign for. And usually when that happens, I'm gonna get hit with some taxes, or there's something like really dangerous that I'm signing for. And when I went to sign for it, I saw that the country of origin was, checks notes, Bulgaria. This is news to me. All right, what's in here? Oh my gosh, you have got to be kidding me. All right, I gotta read. It reads, "Hi Matt, recently I visited my family back in the UK and went looking for a new cable release. I found several of these in a box on the corner shop and decided to get a couple for you too. They're not quite as short as the ones I've seen you on the channel, but I hope you like them and can get good use out of them. Thanks for all your inspiring videos and content you put out there, even the shorts, which I find quite fun, especially the first one. All the best and keep safe." Thanks, Richard. Oh my goodness, Richard, you did not have to. This is so awesome. I cannot imagine what shipping costs from Bulgaria for these little guys. If you are new to the channel, I have an obsession with these tiny little things. Yes, big, giant cameras, big negatives, but I love these adorable size cable releases. These ones are actually really awesome because they're super flexible, but they also go kind of rigid and they last a long time. These metal coiled ones, as long as you're not crushing them and constantly contorting them, they're going to last a long time. They also have a pretty medium amount of throw. Once again, I wanted to give a huge thanks to everybody that took the time to write in and send in. I know it costs money and time to do this, and I really appreciate it. I also appreciate all of you folks at home that are watching this, commenting on videos, my LFF sustaining members who are donating to the show monthly to do things like host the PO box and the equipment and all the stuff, all the overhead that goes into the videos. There's a lot more that happens behind the camera than you would think. I really want to shine a light on folks that make this a really positive experience, and when I'm having days like this that are a little bit off, they really bring me back up and remind me what I'm doing this for. So thank you so much. If you want to send something in and have it read here and opened up on the show, as long as it's safe to air for everyone, send those to LFF Donations, P.O. Box 44684, Columbus, Ohio 43204, USA. If you have any questions about the large format photographic process, or you want me to know what you thought, let me know down below in the comments. And if you have any of those long form questions, you can shoot me an email, largeformatquestions@gmail.com. Thanks again for stopping by, and we'll catch you next week for more LFF.